this is, I'm not gonna.
Well, it makes you feel sick, doesn't it? Because it actually, as I say, it makes you think about your own lives and the people you love and your own mortality, and how things happen so quickly and affect people in such ways. It's terrible.
Exactly. So we'll kind of move on from there. Move off a sad note, and we'll call this a little bit of a minor irritation, just because I saw this just probably about 20 minutes ago before I got online here, and I was looking at my phone and just kind of scrolling through a few articles, and we're only going to talk briefly about this, but it's more or less my irritation, because they're doing right now the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They're now getting people's votes in for the bands for 2015. And one band on there, some bands, that they nominate, you shake their head and they end up not making in, which is more of a blessing, that they don't. Because, again, this is my personal opinion, but I was looking at some of the nominations, and one of them, and I can't believe it, that they're even being looked at, is Green Day. I don't understand when these guys became such rock icons, They started off with doing punk, then they went mainstream, so it was alternative punk. It wasn't really punk anymore. Then they made that one tune that they played to death, and you just wanted to rip your hair after a while. It was cool at first, and then it's like, it's a kind of a sad tune. A lot of times it's played, but then, which song talking about is time of your life, and after a while it's like, all right, done. Personally, I see them more as a Spinal Tap. I know it sounds incredibly mean, but that's the way. But that's the way you see them. I was like, I can see that. I can see it. Like, wait, what? So yeah, like I said, just a minor irritation, and the chance of them actually getting in this year, I think, is pretty slim.
Well, that's your opinion, isn't it, Dr. Bones?
That's right. Cause
thanks for that, B.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm Dr. Bones and you're not. So, all right. Well, I'll shut up now about that, because I get my little sidetracked here.
Well, shall we? Now, which song do you fancy playing next?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to decide.
Well, what about A Lady?
I'm always down for that,
All right.
Okay, that sounded kind of bad, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, actually, no, let's not go there.
Yeah, no.
So we're gonna go for Millie Manders.
Yep, and she just got in touch with me the other day. I started an email off, and she kindly sent me this song and a few other songs, which I will be getting to this weekend on New Music Saturday. But first, we're gonna get to this one. Actually, this is originally by your recommendation.
Yeah.
So let's get to her single, Little Big Mouth. This is Millie Manders.
I pity you, baby, you and your little big mouth. I pity you, baby, you and your little big mouth. Standing there in front of the mirror, putting on your layers 3. You take out to put your makeup on to hide your insecurity. Well, I pity you, baby, you and your little big mouth. I pity you, baby, you and your little big mouth. Putting on the shortest dress you have, making sure that we can see your suspenders hanging way down low. Is this how you see beauty? Well, I pity you, baby, you and your little big mouth. I pity you, baby, you and your little big mouth. Little girl, you think you're so big, think you're hot but you're soft meat. Stand out of the pit with your buffet on. You're thinking you ain't tough, girl, but you ain't strong now. I pity you, baby, you and your little big mouth. I pity you, baby, you and your little big mouth.
right. Millie Manders, Little Big Mouth. That was a really cool tune. Mix, it's got a kind of almost reggae kind of ska kind of beat, but I love her vocals and Little Big Mouth. It's what a good way to put things.
I think she's.
Go ahead.
I think she's really punky and really kind of punky. And what I love about her is she's from, where I grew up, because I was born in Greenwich, and she's a South London girl. So for me, I really took to her stuff, and she's got a lot of fun sort of YouTube videos, and she's just got a lot of energy. And Truster Foxy, is a big fan, and I know he sort of introduced Millie to me. And I don't know, I just think she's off the wall, a bit crazy, but she's got that musically experienced edge. I know she's sort of, I think she's played a lot of instruments from a young age, and I think, I just think she's got a lot of bounce about her and a lot of energy, and I think, that's what you want to see from live gigs, and it's fun, and I think, upbeat stuff's great, so... Yeah, I really like it.
I was just about to say it's a very upbeat song, but I love the title, Little Big Mouth. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's clever. You wonder who she's gearing that at. You mean?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I think sort of for me, because she's from South London, it just reminded me of hanging out in New Cross at the venue and different places, sort of, and I don't know, it just made me feel, it's nice, isn't it? Because it's kind of my kind of area that I used to haunt when I was growing up, and I'd love to see her live too. I think she'd give a cracking show. I think it'd be great.
Well, I tend to agree with that because, like I said, just like we just said, she sounds like a lot of fun. So I think it'd be very interesting to see what kind of energy she brings to the stage.
Yeah, well, I'm a bit of a dancer, so for me, if you can get me up on the floor, that's me gone then.
Is there anything you don't do, B, or I'll be?
Not really. Well, I don't cut grass.
Oh.
I don't do ironing.
Okay. Okay, I was kind of generalizing a bit, but I guess okay. Well,
I'm only having you on.
Yeah. Oh, there goes my 2 cents right there. See this? Well, not really. Huh.
She shut you up, haven't I? I like that.
Only one that can shut me up.
So anyway, the rest of the show, it's all me. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I'm just gonna sit back and go. So go right ahead. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Probably it's you controls.
Mute.
I hear you. Anyway, come on, give me some gossip. What have you got coming up and stuff?
Okay, coming up on actually starting tomorrow. There's a new Bloggers Corner. And then Saturday, another edition of Music Saturday, and it's going to be along with probably going to be a 3-parter because I got a lot of tunes to play. So I got a new one by the Crumple Horns that I didn't play last week, which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
I have another new one by Mr. Susan Band, and I have obviously another Millie Manders song. And there's a couple I'm trying to get a hold of. One's called the good and the ugly out of California. I got a new Cult Vegas song, so like a lot of good tunes. I'm not going to go over them all, but you'll have to stay tuned and check that out. But on Monday, I have an interview with Emma Harrop, and I've played her past 2 weeks on NMS, and get a brand new song of hers I'll be playing Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that one. She's a very good soul artist. And then on Saturday the 25th, I will be having Patrick Henry from Gypsy Ghost. And the Gypsy Ghosts are a local London band. They have 2 EPs out. I sent you the first one. Bird Language is on its way, which is their second EP. But they just finished recording a full-length album. And they did a whole crowdfunding deal. And so he's going to come over. It's not going to be out quite yet, but he's going to have a teaser. And a few of the band members will be with him, so it'll be fun. But the one thing I did find out, and I'm surprised because one of the percussionists, Jim, good friend of mine, and pretty much lives like pretty much right next door to another good buddy of mine. And last week, as people know, I work in the airport, and he was flying out. And I was talking to him. I said, "Well, are you excited about the new album? When's the new album come out?" And he's like, "Probably not for another 2 or 3 weeks." But he goes, "I left the band." And I look at him, my jaw dropped. It's like,
what?
yeah, it's like, wait, what? It's like, obviously I didn't say it too loudly because I do work in the airport. I kind of whispered, "When after this happened, why didn't you tell me?" He says, "Well, you know." Pardon?
Well, people's shock leaving bands is quite a thing, especially when you're a fan, isn't it? I mean, it's a massive deal, and because I've listened to sort of the album, and I love the fact that they class themselves as swampy gypsy pirate rock.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic. But I thought he had a bit of a Paolo Nutini kind of vocal going on as well. And I really liked the kind of quirky, folky Latino style of some of the songs, which I thought, it's very different and very kind of unique.
Well, and that's what
I can see why you'd be sort of kind of shocked, really.
Well, I saw them for the first time not this summer, but the summer before, and Jim was the first one I met at the band because my buddy's having a party at his place, so Gypsy Ghost and another local band, High School Sweetheart, was playing. And I first met Jim, and once my buddy introduced me, and so this is Brian, aka Dr. Bones, does a podcast, blah blah. He goes, "Oh, hold on a sec." So went inside his place for a minute, came back out, and lo and behold, they had a goodie bag. So I had a Gypsy Ghost T-shirt, a EP, and stickers. I was like, "Well, this is awesome." So
that's total marketing, isn't it? That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So like I said, I was very surprised, but he said one thing. I said, "Well, what about the album?" He says, "No," because I quit before the album went out because I didn't want to be a douche about it. Do the album and then quit. And he goes, "No, it was time to move on." And he goes, "I don't really have any bad feelings towards the guys, and even if he did, he probably wouldn't tell me anyways, which is fine." And he's like, "Well, they got a new guy. The new guy's name is Seamus." And he goes, "Oh, he's pretty good, so they should be all right." But yeah, he goes, "Time to move on. They're still my friends, but that's the end of that chapter." It's like
it's difficult though, isn't it? I think sometimes for musicians, they start developing, and I think initially when they get together, it's all good, and then they learn from each other, and then I think sometimes because you are going in a different direction, you have to kind of let go, don't you? And it can't be easy to make that decision, especially if you feel the band's doing well. But maybe sometimes it's the best thing that you can do. I don't know. It must be hard though. It must be hard.
Yeah. So, like I said, no, it sucks, but no, I am looking forward to talking to Pat from Gypsy Ghost because I mean, like I said, they're a bunch of cool guys, and I pretty much know all of them. And the one thing I'm curious is. Thing about Jim is pretty much they all sing on the album. No, they have their one main singer, then they all two kind of do backup vocals here and there. But the thing was with Jim is Jim's got a very deep voice. So I'm wondering if Seamus has got the same kind of low, kind of monotone voice he has for some of these songs. Because if you listen to it, the one song Played Out, there's a high pitch and there's like played out, like I can't even go that low, But I wonder if this guy's got a somewhat similar voice to that, or if they're going to completely can that song altogether. So